Very good morning, boys. And I hope that you all are physically, mentally, and emotionally very, very well at your place, at your home, and doing some work in all the subjects. In the previous lesson, we have discussed about the adjoint of a matrix and inverse of a matrix. Just I have written the definition. And I discussed that yes, there are some properties of adjoint of any matrix that I will discuss later. The first property which I have written and that I am going to prove right now, that if I multiply any matrix by its adjoint, that means A into adjoint of A, or if I multiply adjoint of A by matrix A, then the value of that matrix will be the determinant of A into I. That means the unit matrix of determinant A. That we are going to prove it. Right? So now here is the matrix. First of all, you know how to find the value of all this adjoint of A. Because adjoint of A is what? Adjoint of A is the transpose of the cofactors. Transpose of the cofactors. And how to find out minors and cofactors already we have discussed. Okay. Right now I'll solve it for you. First of all, we'll find out determinant of A. So now determinant of A is equal to 1. Now I'll write it fast. 0 into 3, 0. Minus, that will also becomes 0. Minus, now this becomes plus 1. Okay. Now this 1, now 9 plus 2. Okay. Plus 2 into 0, 0. That means this gives you 1 into 0 plus 1 into 11 plus 2 into 0, and that is equal to 11. Now here this 11 is the value of this determinant, right? Now I have to find out, let us see now in the extreme right hand part, adjoint determinant of A into I. That means determinant of A we have got 11. So now 11 multiplied by the identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and that will give you 11 0 0 0 11 0 0 0 11. Right, this is now the value of determinant of A into I. Here I is the identity matrix whose diagonal elements are 1. Okay, identity matrix having diagonal elements 1. And here diagonal elements are 11. Right? Okay. Now we'll find out the minors and cofactors. So now if you allow me, I directly I'll write the value of cofactors. You know that the minors we denote by M11 and their cofactors we write by A11. I'll write directly for the cofactors. Fine. Now we'll find out the cofactors. The cofactors we denote by capital A. Okay. So now A11. A11. For this, now 0 minus 0, we'll have 0 only, right? A12. For this, minus 1, 3 3 are 9, plus 2 11, and since A12 sum is negative, sum is odd, that's why here minus cofactors will be minus 11. A12 will be minus 11, right? A13, this and this, now 0 0, it will remain 0 only. Now A11 is 0, A12 is 11 minus 11 and A13 is 0. Now A22 A22 A22. Now for this A22 is here, this row gone. Now minus 1 into 3, minus 3 0. So it will remain minus 3 only, right? Now A2, it was 2 1, and now A22. For this row, this column gone. Now 3 minus 2 1, right? Now A23 this row, this column gone. Now this gone. Now 1 0 and minus 1 becomes plus 1. Now it becomes minus 1. Now here A21 is minus 3, right? And that minus 3 becomes positive 3, because here the sum is value of sum of I plus j is here what? Odd. That's the sign will change. That means here A21, the cofactors will be A21. For this, if we will take this one, so now minus 3, it becomes plus 3, right? Now A22 sign will not change, so that's why A22 will be 1 only, and A23 will be again, because sum is odd, that's why it will be a minus 1. Okay, now we'll find out A31, A32 and A33. Now see A31, this to this column. Now 2, it will remain 2 only. This gone. Now minus 1 into minus 2, 2 minus 0, 0, that's why it will remain 2 only. Now A32, for this column, this row gone. Now minus 2 and minus 6. Minus 8, and A32, sum of 3 and 2 is what? Odd. That's why minus 8 becomes positive 8. See, I am changing the sign also directly. A32 is equal to 8. Now A33, this point, this and this gone now 0. Minus 1 becomes plus 3. It will remain plus 3. Now here A31 is 2. And A32 is 8 and A33 is 3, right? And I have to write the adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is what? Adjoint of A is the adjoint of A is equal to transpose of the cofactors. Here I have written the cofactors. Here A11 0, A12 minus 11 and 0. So now what we'll have? We'll write like this. These are the A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. In terms of row, I'll write in terms of columns. It will becomes here 0, minus 11, 0, 3, 1, minus 1, 2, 8 and 3. This is the value of adjoint of A. So now adjoint of A is 0, 3, 2, minus 11, 1 and 8, 0, minus 1 and 3. Now we will find out the product of A into adjoint of A, and similarly we will find out adjoint of A into A, right? I have to just rub this part. So now we will find out A into adjoint of A. Now A into adjoint of A. A we have 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 2, 1, 0, 3, and adjoint of A is 0, 3, 2, minus 11, 1 and 8, 0, minus 1 and 3. Right. Now, A into adjoint of A. This is equal to, this is a matrix of order 3 by 3, this is also of order 3 by 3. It is computable for multiplication and their order will be also 3 by 3. Now this row will be multiplied by this column, again this row multiplied by this column, again this row multiplied by this column, and add it. 1 into 0, minus 1 into minus 11, 11, plus 2 into 0. That means how much will have? 11 only. That's why I write here now. Or I should write directly over here in the corner. I can write this is equal to 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0, 11. I have written the directly result and I have them, so it will be alright. The first I have checked 11. Now for this first row, second column, 1 into 3, 3, minus 1 into 1, minus 1, and 2 into minus 1, minus 1. It becomes what? 0. That is 0. Now this row again multiply by this column, 1 into 2, 2, minus 1 into 8, minus 1 into 8, minus 8, 2 into 3, 6. Now 6 minus 6, 0, 0. That's why it will give you 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, which is equal to determinant of A into I. Okay, now we'll find out adjoint of A into A. Okay, now this G0, 3, 2, minus 11, 1, 8, 0, minus 1, 3. It's very, very important result. This multiplied by A, 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 2, 1, 0, 3. Now multiply it. Again you will get the result 11, 0, 0, 0, 11, 0, 0, 0 and 11. Check it the ones. 0 into 1, 0, 3 into 3, 9 plus 2, 11. This is 11. 0 plus 9 plus 2, that gives you 11, the value of this part. Okay. Now again this row multiply by this column. 0 into minus 1, 0, plus 3 into 0, 0, plus 2 into 0, 0, that will give you 0. Now 0 into 2, 0, plus 3 into minus 2, minus 6, plus 2 into 3, 6, 6 minus 6, 0, 11, 0, 0. Similarly, we will get the result. That means now what we have got? If I multiply any matrix A by its adjoint, or if I multiply the adjoint of any matrix by A, then its value will be determinant of A into I. It's very, very important result. Very, very important. Please note it down, and we have many questions in the exercise to prove. Yes, prove that A into adjoint of A or adjoint of A into A is equal to adjoint of A into I. On the basis of this, almost 1 mark questions will be asked from this determinant part. Okay, that's why please do take care of this. Now I will do one more questions to find out the inverse of any given matrix, right? Now I will do one question to find out the inverse. Find out the inverse. Find the inverse of. Question is, find the inverse of A is equal to 1 minus 1, 2, 1 minus 1 2 0 2 minus 3 and 3 minus 2 4 3 minus 2 4. Okay, what we know how to find out the inverse. A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A, and of course determinant of A should not be equal to 0. That means it should be non-singular matrix, because when determinant of A equal to 0, it is called a singular matrix and we cannot find out the inverse. That's why first of all we need to find out the determinant of A. Question is 1 minus 1 2 0 2 minus 3 3 minus 2 and 4. Very good. And now we will be doing these questions. Okay, right. So now first of all we'll find out the determinant of A. So now determinant of A is equal to 1 multiplied by 8 minus 2 into minus 3 plus 6, the formula minus 6, minus 1 becomes plus 1. Now 0 and minus 9 becomes plus 9, plus 2 0 minus 6. This will give you 8 minus 6 2 plus 9 minus 12, and that is equal to minus 1. The determinant of A is equal to minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Determinant of A is not equal to 0. That means it is a non-singular matrix, and therefore it implies that A inverse exists. If determinant of A is equal to 0, then A inverse we cannot find out. That means A inverse will not exist. Right? This part we have done. Now we will find out the adjoint. Now to find out the adjoint, what we have to do? You have to find out the minors and cofactors. Now again I am telling you, I will write the minor and directly I will write the cofactors. Okay, so that we will have the less space and we can do it easy. So now we denote the cofactors by A11. Okay, so now here A11. The value of A11 will be how much? That right now we have got it. A11 is equal to 2. A11 is 4 to the 8 minus 6 2. Okay, A12. A12, this and this gone 0 and plus 9, that will becomes 9. Okay, here see we have already calculated 9, and we have to change the sign or not? Yes, we have to change. Why change the sign? Because here 1 plus 2 is 3. That's why the sign of the cofactor will change, minus 9. A13, the value of A13 is minus 6. It will remain here minus 6. Its value, its sign will not change. A13 will be minus 6 only. Right? So now A11 is 2, A12 is minus 9, and A13 is minus 6. Secondly, I now find out. See, I can write this in a row also, but since I have to write the transpose of it, and it gives the value of transpose directly, that's why I am doing this. Otherwise, it's your choice. You can write A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, and then you transpose it. But here I am writing as I am transposing it also. Simply I will put it down. Okay, simply I will write it. Now A11, A12, A13 got. Now A21. A21, that is here, this row and this column. Now minus 1 into 4, minus 4. This becomes again minus 4. So now minus 4 and minus becomes what? Plus 4. And that's why it is positive, 0. And that's why it is 0. Now A22. Now A22, this column, this row. Now 4 minus 6. So now 4 minus 6 minus 2. The value will not change, the sign will not change, because the sum of I and j, the address of this is even. So now A22 will be minus 2, and A23 will be this here. Now this gone, now 4, right? A23 I am finding out. This row, this column gone now. Minus 2 and plus 3, 1, and here 2 plus 3 is 5. That's the value will sign will change. A23 will be minus 1. This you have got. A23 is minus 1. Now A31. A31 for this. Now the 3 minus 4 minus 1. Right? A32, this gone now, minus 3 and 0, it will remain minus 3 only, and it becomes what? Plus 3. Why? Because 3 and 2 sum is odd, and that's why sign will change. So now A31 will be minus 1, A32 will be 3, and now lastly A33. A33 for this and this will have 2, 0. This will be 2 only. Now I will find out adjoint of A. Therefore, adjoint of A is equal to the transpose of the cofactors. Already I have written this cofactors as the column. That's why simply I have to carry 2 minus 9 minus 6, 0 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1, 3 and 2. This is the value of adjoint of A. So now adjoint of A we have 2, 0, minus 1, minus 9, minus 2 and 3, minus 6, minus 1 and 2. Now we have to find out the inverse, and we know that A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. Determinant of A is how much? Already we have calculated, minus 1. So now with minus 1 I have to multiply each the terms. That's why can I write this is equal to, if I multiply by minus 1, isn't it? The 1 upon minus 1. 1 upon minus 1 will be simply minus 1. That means I have to multiply each term by minus sign. Then I will get what? Minus 2, 0, 1. Minus 9 becomes plus 9, 2, minus 3, 6, 1 and minus 2. Now check the answer. Minus 2, 0, 1, 9, 2, minus 3, 6, 1, minus 2 is the inverse of this given matrix A, and this is the answer. Okay, since here it was minus 1, that was simply 1 upon minus 1 multiplication by minus 1. If it is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, then let it be like this only. Okay, very important concept that we have discussed. Right? So now in the previous questions, just I explained how to find out the A inverse. But we can find out the inverse by other way also. There is one is called elementary row operations or elementary column transformation. That means elementary transformation of the row or column. That is the one way. That is in chapter 3. Right? Another way which I have discussed just before this question, to find out the A inverse. That means A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. Okay. Now see the third type. When the matrix A of a square matrix, whether of order 2 or 3 is given, here I have written just 2 by 2. Show that A square minus 5A plus 7I equal to 0, and hence find A inverse. Not finding the A inverse using adjoint. Solve this, prove it, and then you find out. Okay, let us see now what to do. Simple thing. Here, first of all, what we have? A square. And A square is what? A into A. Now, A is 3, 1, minus 1, 2. Multiply by itself 3, 1, minus 1, 2. If I multiply, we'll get 3 into 3, 9, minus 1. Now in 9 minus 1, 8. Okay, that's why here we'll have 8. Now 3 into 1, 3, plus 2, 5. Right? Now minus 1 into 3, minus 1 into 3, minus 3 and minus 2, minus 5. Again minus 1 into 1, minus 1 and 4. Minus 1 plus 4, 3. Now 8, 5, minus 5 and 3. This is the value of a square. Now what I have to find out? I have to find out a square into minus 5a plus 7. And now put this value. So now I write here a square minus 5a plus 7i is equal to a square is 8, 5, minus 5, 3, minus 5 into a. The value of a is 3, 1, minus 1, 2, plus 7i. I, the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. Now just one more line. Now can I write here 8, 5, minus 5, 3, minus 5 into 3, 15, 5 into 1, 5, 5 into minus 1, minus 5, and 5 into 2, 10, plus 7, 0, 0, 7. Now see the sum. 8 plus 7, 15, minus 15. What I am getting now? 0. Right? Now 5 minus 5, 0 and 0. What I will get? 0. Right? Here minus 5 plus 5, 0 and 0. What? 0. 3 minus 10 plus 7, 0. What do you got? Now a squared minus 5a plus 7i equal to 0 matrix. We have got it. We have proved it. This was the one part of the question. Now the question is, find out a inverse using this. Now we have proved that this is equal to 0. That is a squared minus 5a plus 7i is equal to, this is the 0 matrix whose each element is 0. Okay, that we have proved. Now we are going to find out the a inverse using what? This part. Okay, that's the second part of the question I will do now. The question is a squared minus 5a plus 7i equals 0 and hence find a inverse. Okay, first part we have done. Now for the second part, now a square minus 5a plus 7i equal to 0 and hence find a inverse. Whenever you have to this kind of questions, then what you have to do, you have to multiply by a inverse both the sides. I can write this as a square minus 5a is equal to minus 7. I can write a squared minus 5a is equal to minus 7i. Multiply or pre-multiply by a inverse both the sides. Multiply by a inverse both sides. This line is compulsory to find out a inverse. Now a inverse multiplied by a square minus 5 into a inverse into a is equal to 7i into a inverse, or I can write here a inverse also, no problem. Okay, now tell me, you know that a inverse into a if I multiply any matrix by its inverse, it will give you the identity matrix. So now A into A inverse is equal to I, this part we have to remember. And that we can also check it, that A inverse into A is equal to I. Okay, and just right now I have multiplied each term by what? By A inverse. Okay, now I'll write like this, A inverse into A minus 5 A inverse into A is equal to minus 7 I into A inverse. Now A into A inverse is what? I. That's when I get here AI minus 5I is equal to minus 7 A inverse. Can I write? Because here we have I A inverse. I is what? Identity matrix. That's why I can write A inverse. Yes or no? So now what will have? AI minus 5I is equal to 7A inverse, minus 7A inverse. Therefore, A inverse is equal to what? Therefore, A inverse is equal to, can I write 5I minus 1 by 7 into AI minus 5I. Can I write? A inverse is equal to minus 1 by 7 A minus I minus 5I. Now here AI minus 5I, I is what? Identity matrix. And if I multiply any matrix by its identity, it won't make any difference. That's why can I write this is equal to minus 1 by 7 or 1 by 7 multiplied by 5 minus 5I minus A. 5I minus AI. Can I write? I made it positive. So now 1 by 7 is equal to 1 by 7 5I minus AI, and we know that. Therefore, 5 into identity matrix and A into I. Therefore, we have got A inverse is equal to this. Now I'll just put this value and you will get the answer. Can I write this part? Right? Okay. And that's why finally answer what we have. Therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 into 1 by 7 into 5I, that means 5 0 0 5 5I minus AI. A is what? This one, that's why 3 1 minus 1 2. Okay, and this is the question now. 1 by 7 5I minus AI. This will what we have, 1 by 7 into 5 minus 3 2, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 plus 1 1, 5 minus 2 3, and A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 of 2 minus 1 1 and 3, and this is the answer of A inverse. By the way, we can find out the A inverse by elementary row transformation or column transformation, or by the formula which we have just proved earlier. That's all for today. Now almost the concept is over. Okay, now exercise 4.2 4.2, yes, there are some questions which is very important. Now in the next lesson I'll discuss all the types of questions which is being asked in the examination, and out of that I'll solve 2 or 3 questions. Okay, thank you very much. In the meantime, you please do take care of yourself and do well, and please complete the practice. So very interesting and very easy. You all can do it very nicely. Thank you very much. Have a great day.